So James Harden always had some of the best signature dribble moves in NBA 2K, and now in NBA 2K24, that's taken to the next level with some of his new elite animations. And in this video, I'm going to teach you the combos that you want to be using that will have you cooking like Prime James Harden so your opponents will fear the beard. So we'll break it down to stationary dribble combos, his escape dribbles which have always been good, and moving signature animations. So starting with his front cross to tween dribble combo, this is the James Harden signature tween combo. You can actually also replicate this by tapping up on the right stick or holding R2 and tapping up on the right stick. But for this combo, with the ball in your left hand, tap the right stick up right, then left, then right, and then left. You can modify this combo by adding a tween dribble combo at the start. So with the ball in your left hand, start by tapping the right stick to the right, to the left, and then go to upright and then left right. So it's a combo chain that builds on each of the different target combos available to James Harden. So you pretty much can't go wrong with whatever dribble combo you choose. So I'm not necessarily a fan of James Harden's crossover burst. In fact, I would recommend using his attack crossover and then just holding the left stick towards the basket. So to execute James Harden's attack crossover, you can hold R2 and tap the right stick up left or up right to your non-ball hand, or double tap the right stick up left or up right without holding R2. So these clips will show you exactly why I want to combo James Harden's signature tween dribble combo with the attack crossover launch. Just take a look at how fast that attack crossover launch is, especially if you have your defender out of position. Now compare this to a standard James Harden crossover launch. As you can see, it's exaggerated. It almost looks like a palming violation. I'm just not a fan of it. But as you can see, if you set it up correctly, you're still going to be able to burst out of moves in a very fast way. It's just something that I'm not too much of a fan of. So if you want to recreate James Harden's game, the tween front cross tween combo is one of my favorite setups. Even in a half-court setting, combine it with that attack crossover launch, and basically you're gonna initiate contact or blow by your defender. It's also great at creating momentum to force your defender to guard you up and counter with a step back jumper. Take a look at this right here. Chet didn't know what hit him. So after this tween to front crossover launch, it applies a ton of pressure to the defense. I bait him into that attack crossover launch so that he's locked in that position, and then I counter with a step back jumper. Next is Harden's escape dribbles, and if you've been using Harden for a few 2Ks now, these are some of the best escape dribbles in the game. So to execute an escape crossover, escape tween crossover, or escape behind the back crossover, which in my opinion is one of the best in the game, just hold R2 and execute a front crossover, a tween, or a behind the back. It also combos really well when you combo those two up and end with a behind the back escape. So before the Jamal Murray behind the back came along, this is probably one of the best behind the back dribble moves in the game. Just take a look at how you're able to generate space and create that distance between you and your defender. And if you launch out of it with a speed boost, take a look at that gap right there. It's extended and you're able to punish the defense who overcommits. I mean, this is really one of those moves that can set you up for a three-point shot. But defenders are usually willing to sell out because they know how powerful that move is. Take a look at that right there. Even with Harden's poor dribble style, I execute a tween escape into a behind the back escape. Sean Marion had to sell out because James Harden has the ability to hit that three. After that behind the back escape, we grab him a little bit and finish with a contact layup. Alright, the next move is one of James Harden's new pro play animations, and it's his crossover combos. In particular, you want to use the crossover combo to your non-ball hand. So with the ball in your left hand, tap the right stick right to left, and then this will execute that nice tween to crossover combo, which you can also speed boost out of. So as you can see, that front crossover tween combo generates a lot of forward pressure, forcing defenses to react. The natural counter is a step back, which is done by holding R2 and tapping the right stick down. Once you get your defenders programmed to thinking that you're going to shoot that three, then you want to counter with a cross launch, and then after that step back, you can even counter with your behind the back escape or your different escape crossovers. Just take a look at that nasty move right there. forcing the defense to react and then countering it with that step back. As you can see right here, that creates so much forward pressure to the left in this situation right here. Take a look at D-Wade try to close out to the left, and then I counter with a step back, and he's still moving backwards because he's thinking I already went to the basket, and then boom, you're open for a wide open three. And then once you got your defenders programmed into closing out, launch into that counter crossover and attack the basket. From here, combo into your different crossover launches, your behind the back or tween escapes, and just take a look at this sequence right here. We delay the crossover launch a little bit because we want our defender to think we're shooting the three, and then bam, crossover launch. Even with the not so best dribble style, we're able to beat our defender because we set everything up perfectly. This is basically one of my go-to moves with James Harden, and the ability to branch out into different combos, as you see in this next clip right here, is what makes it so dangerous. So in this sequence, I use a tween escape into behind the back escape into a speed boost combo with a moving step back. Just take a look at the distance that generates. That's going to be the framework in which we combo out of the crossover combo into step back. Want to make sure that we enter that behind the back escape into that speed boost to punish the defense. So this is basically using pro play to your advantage in NBA 2K24, taking advantage of these new animations that create so much forward pressure. And in this case, we're just trying to mix up combos that work well with each other. Forward pressure into a pull counter, into another crossover counter, into a spin jumper. The next thing you want to know with James Harden is that his moving crossovers are also excellent in this game. So tapping the right stick up left or up right to your non-ball hand gives you that nice moving crossover, and then executing a crossover combo, tapping the right stick from right to left or left to right, gives you a nice hezzy to crossover combo, which you can then combo with your moving step backs, and then you can speed boost out of them. I mean, the possibilities to combo are endless. Just use the different moves that I showed you earlier in this video and you cannot go wrong. If you change the angle a little bit out of your moving crossover combo, you can then combo that into James Harden's double step back. So these next few moves just show the basics in transition. Simple crossover gets us a wide crossover towards the basket. Now the crossover combo, that hezzy to crossover launch, as you can see right there, super quick, gives a wide angle, and then combo that with a moving step back into a three-point shot. That's James Harden 101, man. As you can see here, after that crossover combo into that moving step back, giving us so much space to counter the defense and hit that 4-point shot. So there you have it, how to maximize James Harden's signature animations using some old tricks and refreshing those old tricks with some new pro play animations. James Harden's still definitely one of the best shot creators in NBA 2K. He has some of the best signature animations in NBA 2K24, which has carried over for a few years now, but now there's an added layer of complexity with his ability to create that forward pressure using his crossover combos and his new transition dribble animations. So hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. This isn't a complete breakdown of James Harden's combos. I have a few more up my sleeve which I will share at a different time. So give the video a thumbs up if you want to see more from James Harden, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.